My name is Elaine. I am a marathoner, long distance runner. My goal is to run all of the 5 major marathons in the world. And that takes a lot of hard work and dedication. It embraces every aspect of my life, starting from waking up really early in the morning, running 10 miles, eating, lifestyle. I was never very active. I wasn't athletic. I had nothing to do with physical exercises. And when I was 29, I moved to the United States from Brazil. And I felt like I needed to occupy my mind and my time because I was working as a waitress and it was very physically demanding. And I was exhausted at the end of the day after working a 14-hour shift. And I felt like I needed to do something for fun. So my friend started bringing me to her gym with her, but I felt like I didn't know how to use any of the equipment, so I started running on the treadmill. And I started feeling like I really liked that. Something changed in my mind, and I really got into it. So I signed up for a 5K, ran the 5K, then I signed up for a 10K and a half marathon. And a year later, I was signed up for the Chicago Marathon, and I was horrified because it was a big challenge. But that year was challenging, the most challenging year of my life because I had moved to another country. I started from ground zero again, restarting my life, and I felt like if I didn't have running, it would be much more difficult for me. One of the greatest challenges of my running career, per se, was right before the Berlin Marathon. I was seriously injured a month prior to the marathon. And I live in the US and I was going to Berlin and it's one of the majors and I was really excited about it. I trained so hard all summer and I had to stop training. I had to stop running completely, nothing that I could do about it because it was my sciatic. And I spoke to my coach, and he said, well, you can't do anything for 10 days, 15 days, and we'll see how it goes, how you're feeling. And depending on how you feel, you won't be able to run it because you don't want to risk getting a worse injury and risking surgery and all that. And that was like a bomb in my head because I had trained so hard for it and I had the goal of doing a marathon under 4 hours. And I felt up until that point that was going to be possible. So it was my dream so far and it was being crushed. So I lost all of my motivation. I felt like all of the work was for nothing. And I started doing a lot of stretching and Pilates and yoga to try to calm my mind, but also get my body to the point where I could easy back into running. I didn't listen really to my coach. About 7 days after I disclosed to him that I was injured, I started trying to get back into it, and it was hard, but I felt like I could do it. I did go to Berlin. I felt like I had already paid for the trip and all. Just put it in my mind that if I had to drop mid-race, I was just gonna try my best, but not risk getting a more serious injury. In the middle of the race, I was always thinking in my head, I was waiting for it to happen. I was waiting for it to start burning and waiting for the moment where I have to just leave the race. And my mind was ready for it, even though I didn't really want to do it. But somehow a miracle happened and I was able to keep going. So at mile 24, I passed by my husband and he was following me to the race app, the Berlin Marathon app, and he said, that the app was saying that I was going to finish in 4 hours and 2 minutes, and my goal was to do it under 4 hours, and I was feeling good. So at that point, I had to make a decision to even accept the fact that I wasn't going to do my sub 4 marathon that year, or just try to do it anyway. So I just started literally sprinting as fast as I could and just reaching to the finish and just passing everyone. And I wasn't really seeing anything. I just kept going, and I crossed the finish line. Right after I crossed my finish line, I brought up my phone and I opened the messaging app, and my coach had just sent me a message saying that I did an official time was 3 hours, 59 minutes and 45 seconds. So I was able to do it under 4 hours, and at that point I just started crying because I didn't even think that I could accomplish that. So these experiences make running so important to me, because I feel like it makes me feel like I can conquer the impossible, and I've done it more than once. For me, running really helped boost my self-confidence. When I ran my first half marathon, I was so happy because I felt like I could take my body to do something that I could never imagine possible. And I then signed up for a full marathon, and I was facing all the challenges that I was facing in my life, losing my apartment, not being able to work as much as I would like, and trying to find myself as a professional and as a person. So that helped bring in my life to be more disciplined and more motivated to accomplish the challenges. And I think that's when running plays a big part in my life. And so all of the challenges that I faced when I moved into this country are together with my running experience. And the running community is so great. With everything that goes wrong with the world, you can find this group of people that are just trying to be better and accomplish greatness individually but together. So right now I'm on my 4th marathon and counting. My goal is to run the 5 majors and travel the world doing what I love, which is running, and conquering each country 26.2 miles at a time. And it just makes me a better person, makes me feel like I can conquer the world and that everything is possible. Now I have a whole new career, a new job that I love, and I just keep trying to find ways to do things better. Running, Pilates, all of the physical exercise that I do helps me keep me grounded to be able to accomplish other things professionally and in my personal relationships. Eating better, because running a marathon you need to be strong, but you also need to eat healthy because it all goes together. So I think it kind of helped me become a better person of it all. I really feel like I want to run until I die, or as long as I can, because it really makes me a better person.